Look at those shadows. That sunshine. Stunningly beautiful out. November. Art and students been working on this, and it's done, it's sealed, and it's amazing. Like this thing spins. He has it in here perfect. There is no binding between here through the skag and into the bearing, the packing gland up inside. So this is ready to put the coupling on the other end and then align and bolt down the Yanmar in front of it. But amazing work the crew has done. Turned out really, really nice. Okay, hopefully this is the end of the polishing. So we had about 4 of these tangs for our mast that had corrosion. We talked about that in October update. And so Quinn from the rigging shop had a couple, which was perfect, but we needed 4, and we don't really have the time. We want to get the mast put on. So we went over to Skagit Steel and got some 316 flat bar, and this one still needs to be done. Look at that. Big shout out to Cash. Look at, you can see me in the reflection. So we're polishing them first, then we'll touch them up. We're going to take them up and to the machine shop. We'll get them bent and have the holes punched in them. That way we're not waiting around. It's still hard to get some of this product, and we just don't want anything to hold us up. We want to put the mast on. And then in the head, we decided to put that back teak bulkhead in place because we've mounted the tank and the discharge pump and wanted to make sure we didn't have any interference problems. It's good to see it coming together. And then the fuel tank and the quarter berth is all bolted in permanent and ready to put the deck on. Art's muffler mount, waterlift muffler, turned out really nice. Got it setting in there at the right, basically level, and it's painted. So we need to now just paint the surrounding areas, and we'll be ready to start putting in the exhaust hose. Okay, we got this radial drive installed, bolted up, all permanent. We can turn our rudder here. Turn super nice and easy. This is just a template. We're going to build this out of aluminum, of course, make it stronger for our platform. And then back here you can see that this is where the rudder stop will hit, just like that. Boom. Things are looking good back here. Okay, up here in the anchor locker, we got the new cables and all the new paint and everything, and we're getting ready to hook up the foot switches. We've used some weld mount. We're starting to attach some points to tie everything down nice and neat. We got the new solenoid mounted up here. And then back underneath where I'm laying, or behind the water tank, will be the battery that will power this. Should make a nice little setup. We got all the backer plates on the cleats, and things was really coming together up here. So up here in the bow, we've got our water tank bulkhead. Just after that is where these cables come from the anchor winch. And so we're working on mocking up a piece of wood. Probably use Sakusa or whatever. So we got a nice flat shelf to install the battery box, tie that down, and then this battery box will get charged with the battery up here that runs the anchor winch will be charged with a DC to DC converter off from the main house bank, and should make for a nice neat installation. And then our rigging class, which is second year students all take a rigging class and a hydraulic class, OSHA 10, refrigeration, stuff like that. So they had the mast back in the main project area, and we had to get the new Harken roller furler all assembled and put together, and it was a great project because we had students working in all different areas and helping out. You know, this is the tall rig option, and so we have lots of parts to put together. And then they also, while it was in, we got 5 new halyards put in, so we've got that's ready to go. We put in 2 main sheet halyards, so we have a spare spinnaker halyard, the roller, the jib, and a cutter halyard. So those are in. All the new standing rigging is there. They're putting some of it on. We got the new tangs that we built back from the machine shop that we talked about earlier in the video. Those are installed. And so we got to a point where the thing was put together as far as we could, and we tested the lights and everything, the VHF radio. So it was time to pull it out of the shop. And so out it went. And with that, now over the next couple of days, they will do the final assembly of all the parts, meaning the big thing is those spreaders are quite wide and it takes up a lot of space. And of course we got this new paint job on here, and big shout out to the crew. They didn't mess anything up so far, as far as scratching it or anything like that. There's the roller furler. We'll get that attached once it's outside. But the crew is doing great, and this month we made lots and lots of progress. And so it's going to be very exciting to see that mast when we crane it back on. And so there's the crew of the spreaders. So it's getting bigger, and that's obviously one step closer to getting it done. So got a Windex, forgot that. We ordered it up from Fisheries. It came in right away. Spreader lights, running lights, everything's tested, hooked up, and it's ready to go. Another little detail, we had put the anchor winch on, but we had to clean the clutch assembly, lube it, and get the final couple pieces put on it. Christian, thanks. He's been helping get the gauges installed, final assembly, and we put the lid back over the fuel tank. So the quarter berth is painted and done. So thanks for watching.